Now, both contenders to be Britain's next Prime Minister are back in the West Country this evening. Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak will take questions from Conservative Party members at a Hustings in Cheltenham. Well, today they've both been out and about in Gloucestershire and have faced some protests. Well, let's join our political editor, Paul Baltrop, who's there. Paul, looks quite busy, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. People here have got a really big decision to make. And in this cavernous conference hall at Cheltenham Racecourse, I reckon some 1,500 Conservative Party members will be watching the two candidates. They're already in the building, but as they arrived a little while ago, there were protesters outside, people who are concerned that things like climate change, like the cost of living crisis, are not getting as much attention in this leadership contest as they should be. Now, I dare say both of those probably will be brought up this evening by party members when they ask questions of the candidates, but the big focus will be who will win them the next general election, especially in places like Cheltenham. Picking a PM is no walk in the park. Pondering the decision they must make, three Cheltenham Conservatives, likely to go different ways.
It's a difficult choice. You know, they both come with very strong cases at a difficult time for the country. I suppose almost if you were able to do a photo fit and take part of one and part of the other, but of course you can't do that. You've got to make a choice. So I think I'm heading in the Sunak direction, but I will make sure that I'm absolutely certain before I send my ballot paper in.
I think he's a fantastic operator. But I think over the campaign, I think Liz Truss's instincts for what members like myself want to see has been closer to the mark, and I think she's been more consistent with her messaging.
Their town is crucial to the party. They were the winners in the 2019 general election, but the Liberal Democrats came close. Back then, Brexit dominated politics, but now it's the cost of living and especially rising energy prices. They worry the leadership contest is delaying decisive action.
I think it's a hugely difficult nettle to grasp, but I think whoever wins, and I think they should be doing something now before that winner is announced. I think it's wrong to wait for 4 weeks, I really do. But I think cutting taxes isn't the right thing to do because the people who need the money don't pay tax.
All three are poised to cast their votes after attending this evening's hustings. So the last few people are taking their seats. The candidates will start appearing at 7 o'clock. It's going to last 2 hours. We'll bring you a flavour of what the audience made of it. A late bulletin at 10:25.
Yes, look forward to that. Paul, thank you very much. First tonight, the two candidates vying to become Prime Minister have faced their biggest audience yet at a Hustings in Cheltenham. Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak this evening took questions from 1,600 Conservative Party members as the leadership contest reached its midpoint. Well, our political editor, Paul Baltrop, was at Cheltenham Racecourse.
It's a big decision that Conservative Party members have to take, picking the next Prime Minister, and there was a really big turnout here at Cheltenham Racecourse this evening. Some 1,600 party members came along to listen to the two candidates. Both Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss made their pitch to the audience and answered questions. Interestingly, both in their speeches playing to the local audience, referencing whether road building projects or trying to see off the Lib Dem threat in the county.
If you select me as your Prime Minister, I will make sure the Liberal Democrats never come back here again in Cheltenham or anywhere else in the west of England.
It's why I funded the dualling of the A417 at the air balloon roundabout. Because levelling up is not just about the north, it's for everywhere, including right here.
Questions covered all sorts of subjects. There was, of course, a lot of discussion about the cost of living crisis, what they would do, each candidate, to help people with their energy bills. There was some discussion about climate change and many, many other issues. So, for the Conservative Party members who came here tonight, what's it done to them and their decision as to how they'll vote?
So my views on who to vote for has completely changed. Plus, Rishi has a total grasp of the facts and the answers at his fingertips, and I felt that Liz was floundering.
I came in and decided I've definitely come out with a view that it's going to be Rishi Sunak for me, for sure.
I like her attitude.
And I think she's got a hint of the Iron Lady, and I think that's what we need.
You still undecided?
Actually, yes.
This was the 6th Conservative Party hustings. It marks the midway point in the campaign to choose the leader of the party and the next Prime Minister. Voting is already underway. That will continue for the rest of this month. We'll find out who has won at the start of September. Paul Baltrop, BBC Points West, Cheltenham.
Some other news for you, and police